Welcome to my virtual presentation. I'm Dr. Kibet from the Center for Open Distance and E-Learning, Machakos University. My virtual presentation today is on poetry in early years education. What is poetry? Poetry is literary work in which the expression of feelings and ideas is given intensity by the use of distinctive style and rhythm, poems collectively or as a genre of literature. Children's poetry is poetry written for, appropriate for, or enjoyed by children. Children's poetry is one of the oldest art forms rooted in early oral tradition, folk poetry, and nursery rhymes. I want us to look at reasons for using poetry in early years education. One, they provide enjoyment. Two, it expands children's knowledge about the world around them. Three, it encourages an appreciation for language use and expands vocabulary. Four, it helps children to identify with people and situations. Three, it expresses moods familiar to children. And six, it gives insights into children's and their feelings. Now, in the following section, I will be discussing about the criteria for selecting children's poetry. One, poems that are lively with exciting meters and rhythms are most likely to appeal to young children. Number two, poems for young children should emphasize the sounds of language and encourage play with words. Three, sharply cut visual images and words used in fresh, novel manners allow children to expand their imagination and see or hear the world in a new way. Number four, poems for young children should tell simple stories and introduce stirring scenes of action. Five, the poems selected should be written down to children's supposed level. Six, the most effective poems allow children to interpret, to feel, and to put themselves into the poems. They encourage children to extend comparisons, images, and findings. 7. The subject matter should delight children, say something to them, enhance their egos, strike happy recollections, tickle their funny bones, or encourage them to explore. And finally, poems should be good enough to stand up under repeated readings. Repetition in poetry is always satisfying. That marks the end of my presentation. And in our virtual presentation today, we have discussed about poetry in early years, and we have looked at the criteria for selecting poetry.